it sounded like he had every advantage in life. I mean, very nice family. Despite what the defense tried to portray, it seemed like he had a good upbringing with some solid parental values. Difference between right and wrong. I mean, he was given advantages in high school, material advantages at least. The new car, all the money he needed, friends, dates, free time. Then he went to the service, was honorably discharged. He had no problems, no significant problems in the service. Came out, got a pretty good job for this waste management company, and apparently was making very good money for a period of time. The only time I did see emotion was when his father testified. He did well up. In fact, I think he in fact cried when his dad was on the stand. Otherwise, I saw no emotion at all at any stage of the proceeding. When his friends were there, his family was, other family members were there, or when any of the witnesses testified or victims testified. He conducted himself in court fairly well. I mean, he was actually quite amenable to the bailiff, court reporter, defense attorneys, friendly, cracking jokes, smiling, talking about his double-breasted suits that he'd come to court in every day. So either that shows a total lack of remorse, or it shows someone that's totally disconnected to the way he was when he was doing these crimes, or both. He just presents himself real well, which makes him all the more dangerous, because your antenna don't go up when you meet a guy like that. You think he's okay. And these women thought he was okay when they got in the car, and then all of a sudden they see the gun out, and he changes his demeanor, and it came as a total shock to them.
He got arrested in 1985 in Oakland for making contact with a prostitute, and a PD unit went and pulled him down. He had the gun in his car and stuff. And then in 1994, he contacts the one victim on Lindsay Street and takes her to his house. And then, and really we're basing a lot of his MO on the living victims, you know. Then he had the one in 2001 where she's talking to the black and white in Oakland, and hey, there he goes, you know. And then they were able to come up with that second victim. So, and they all basically told the same kind of story. The conversation had started out with, hey, do you ever go out and date prostitutes? And he had said, well, yeah, on occasion I have. And then he ended up telling us basically that the only 2 times he'd taken a prostitute out was the one time in Stockton when he was arrested, and the second one was the one in Oakland where he got arrested, and no other times. So then we showed him the photographs, and he says, no, I don't know these women, I've never seen them. Would you remember if you had sex with them? I don't remember if he said yes or no, but basically he denied being with all the women. And then we asked him, hey, well, if we said your DNA was found in this dead woman, what would you say? And he told us, well, that would be a lie.
I think this is just the tip of the iceberg, as they say. He get these women in his van. He didn't want to pay them for whatever reason, and he raped them. And those women that he thought would go to the police, he would end up shooting. Or those women that threatened to go to the police, he would end up shooting. I think that's really what it came down to. And I think there were probably dozens more victims. I'm not sure how many of them were shot, but I just don't believe he started with the Bell case and finished with the Beck case. We wouldn't be surprised if we get a call from the Department of Justice saying they found another match with Mr. Choyce's DNA in the body of another deceased person in Oakland or in Stockton. Or, you know, he was a truck driver, and there was a period he was going down to Los Angeles with these loads. For all we know, there are victims along the route, or truck stops along the route, or near hotels where he may have stayed in LA. So as the backlog gets taken care of, as the DNA gets analyzed by these various cold case units around the state, I wouldn't be surprised. We all expect it, that he'll come back, there'll be more matches. But even if he didn't kill other victims during these gaps, I'm convinced he picked up women and probably brutalized them during this time period, just like he did to these others. So I don't think there was a period when he wasn't doing this.